everyone. This is Megan Reed from the Joint Base Meyer Henderson Hall Army Community Service Family Advocacy Program, and I'm the Prevention Education Specialist.
Hey everyone, Candy Heimberger here, the Prevention and Education Specialist here at Henderson Hall on the Marine Corps side for the Family Advocacy Program.
Okay, we've come together today because we want to talk to you about showing up, and most importantly for today, we want to talk to you about showing up for yourself. So we're going to run through two skills with you today to try to help you prioritize yourself and to get to know yourself. And both of these skills are based on a book called The Art of Showing Up, How to Be There for Yourself and Your People by Rachel Wilkerson Miller, which is jam-packed with more information about these skills and even more skills and tips if you're interested. So what are we talking about when we say showing up for someone? Not just yourself, but even for somebody else. What does showing up mean? What we're really talking about here is we're talking about empathizing with, connecting with, validating, caring for someone. We're talking about a very active way to walk alongside someone. Something that we can probably imagine really well when we're doing it for someone else, but it's just as important to turn back around and to do the same thing for ourselves. So today we're going to focus on showing up for yourself first, so that you can be able to show up for others in your life later. So in the book, she kind of goes over 3 different things that you need to be able to do well to show up for yourself, to accomplish that goal. So it's important to know yourself, to understand yourself, to care for your body and mind, and to understand and then set your personal boundaries. All of these skills may be a little difficult for you right now during the COVID pandemic. We've all been under the same roof, taking on and off different hats throughout the day, coworker 1 minute, parent or spouse the next. It may be difficult to really feel like you know yourself well right now, or are able to care for yourself or set boundaries for yourself. So the first skill that we're going to talk about today to help you gain back some of that control in this hectic time is called a time audit. This is a very easy, basic skill, something that you've probably done before, but it would be really good to revisit something like this post-COVID to get a good picture of what your life looks like right now. So what you'll need for this skill is a blank calendar. So you could use a planner calendar. You could go onto Google and look up a timesheet document and print one out for yourself. Or you could use one of the many calendar apps that are probably available on your smartphone for download. So what you're going to want to do is block out an entire week on this calendar, and you're going to want to every day account for your time every hour of the day. Pretty big task, right? So this doesn't have to be something in very great detail, but just simply something where you jot down what you're doing for that hour from the moment that you wake up to the moment you go to bed for 1 full week. And what we really want to do here is identify how we're using our time, which is one of the most valuable resources that we have. So after we get that calendar, after we've done that full week with ourselves, we're going to want to sit down with it, contemplate what we have on that schedule, and we want to ask ourselves 4 questions as we're evaluating our time and how we spend it. The first one is, what are you spending the bulk of your energy on? Energy is another one of those valuable resources that we have. So what is the bulk amount of your energy, daily, hourly, weekly, going towards? The second question you want to ask yourself is, how much self-care do I really have for myself throughout the day and throughout the week? Where are those opportunities that I'm creating for myself or that I'm able to find for myself to take care of my mind and body and spirit? The next thing you want to ask yourself is, how much time am I spending on things that I don't even like? This is important to identify because while some things we don't like, we still need to do, like the dishes or cleaning the bathroom. Other things we may dislike may be optional things that we could start to cut out over time. The last thing that you want to try to think about is how you feel when you're doing these different activities every hour. And what makes you feel good and what makes you feel bad? And where is that good energy going in towards, and where is that bad energy going in towards? And as you evaluate your schedule and you look to the following week, what you're going to want to try to do after you identify these pieces is try to balance that good, that positive, that self-care, that stuff that is energizing rather than energy draining. And you're going to want to balance that with the bad, the things that you don't like, but you still need to take care of, the things that pop up. you're going to want to balance that energy that you have and make sure that you're able to care for yourself so that you can accomplish all the tasks that you need to that are draining and maybe not so enjoyable throughout the week.
Thank you, Megan. That was great information. And I'm going to follow that with another tip on understanding and setting your boundaries. After you've done your time audit, it is prime time to take a look at it and find out the optional activities you can get rid of to reduce your stress. If you look at your time audit, is one of your optional activities social media? Social media is what we call a controllable stressor. Yes, it does cause stress. So while not entirely bad in moderation, studies have shown a great increase in stress, even depression, along with other symptoms from social media use. In taking care of you and showing up for you, think about your social media and online activities. Often a problem on social media that you need to be aware of, which causes negativity, is following someone that makes you feel angry or someone that makes you feel inadequate, or honing in on comparing yourself to what I call the fake Joneses. Because Sarah Jones only posts positive Pinterest pictures, organic food, craft times with kids, but does not post life in its entirety, and no one's life is perfect. So if you're comparing yourself to what you see on social media, that's only positive butterflies and rainbows, it is going to make you feel inadequate, and that's not healthy, nor is it taking care of you. Even with the negativity, social media can be addictive because it floods the dopamine to the brain, so it leaves you wanting more. Just be aware. It's not entirely bad, but understand and set your boundaries, avoiding toxic behavior and toxic rabbit holes that you fall down when online. Another example for you to understand and set your boundaries is one that's huge right now because we are all home 24/7, online shopping. We have the entire world of shopping at our fingertips all the time. So are you buying things that are healthy for you, that are going to make you happy in the long run? Not the things that you can't afford or the right now, but you're going to feel guilty about later things. So understand what takes your time, understand how you feel about it, understand those activities that, as difficult as it is, can be cut out, and be purposeful about avoiding the rabbit holes.
Thanks, Candy. Hopefully this little break today has given you some little tidbits and tools that you can use going on to the next week so that you can show up for yourself so that later you're able to show up for others.
Please stay tuned at the end of this video for a few resource slides with non-medical counseling resources, hotline numbers, our information if you want to get a hold of us for tips, tricks, or classes, and we will talk to you later.